What's good, all my trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin. This is Touchdown Trades. I'm your trading BFF and your stock market bestie. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some big important events that I think could jumpstart a huge move in Hyliion stock. That's why we've whipped out the money jacket. We're going to be breaking down the green monster in today's video, Hyliion stock. Over the last couple of months, Hyliion stock has been stagnant. The volume has kind of sucked out of Hyliion and it's just chopped around. But something has gone down over the last couple of days that I think could really benefit Hyliion stock. It is looking like the Democrats are going to have control of all three branches of the government, Congress and the White House. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'll let you guys decide. We're not going to get political on this channel. It's probably not a good thing for the overall stock market, as the overall stock market typically likes divided branches of government. I think Hyliion is about to take off, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about why and what I'm planning to do to make some money off of Hyliion stock. Alright guys, let's break down all things Hyliion stock. Let's get it. Alright. Let's break down Hyliion stock. Some big news regarding the whole clean energy sector, and I think Hyliion is positioned to take over the Class 8 EV game right now. I think the move is about to happen. You guys know I've been a big Hyliion bull. We'll talk about my Hyliion long-term thesis in just a second. But first, let's talk about what's happened with Hyliion stock over the last couple of months. We made the huge move up pre-merger. Hopefully you guys took some profit as we did here. We took some profit up around the $50 level and then it crashed down. Okay, that is all old news. What happened over the last couple of months is we just kind of chopped around the $25 to the $15 range. We've just been chopping around and the volume has kind of been sucked out of the ticker. But the Democrats have won Georgia. They're probably going to have a majority of the Senate. They're going to have a majority of the House. And they're going to have the White House. Is that good for the stock market? Probably not, because the stock market likes a divided power. It likes stagnation. It doesn't like a lot of change. However, we're not talking about the entire stock market right now. We're talking about one specific stock, and whether you like it or not, I'm not saying I wanted the Democrats to win, but money is green, the suit is green, and when I see an opportunity to make some more green, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it. And I see an opportunity here with Hyliion because of this. Number one, Hyliion is very happy that there's an extension of the alternative fuels tax credit. Basically what the tax credit is that if somebody buys natural gas, they're going to get a 50-cent per gallon discount on that natural gas through 2021. Now that Democrats are in power, I see that tax credit getting advanced way through 2021. So we won't have another big election until, 2022 we'll have another midterm election. I see this tax credit going through at least 2022. That's going to give Hyliion a big boost. If you're saving 50 cents a gallon on natural gas, imagine the selling point that gives Hyliion. You're going to get a better range. You're going to get cheaper gas. It's just no-brainer versus their competitors. There is a group of Democrat congressional members called the Squad, led by AOC Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and they are extremely focused on environmental issues. One of their big things is going to be providing subsidies for clean energy alternatives, and that is going to give Hyliion another huge boost. And you might be thinking, these guys are just in the House, they're not very important, but they are on the super far progressive side. Pelosi needs that branch in order to get bills passed. So if they say we want a tax credit for alternative EV vehicles, they're going to get it. If they say they want to limit Class 8 semi-trucks to a certain amount of fossil fuel emissions, they're going to get it. And I think that's going to start happening around the country. We're already seeing it in California and New York, and I think a lot of more progressive states are going to require that you have to meet a certain amount of fossil fuel emission threshold by a certain year, and that's going to give Hyliion a huge edge. Before we move on, guys, check out the link in the description for Webull. If you like free money, you like good brokers, then Webull is a great place for you. They're offering the Touchdown Trades community 4 free stocks valued up to $3,200 when you sign up using the link in the description and deposit only $100 or more to open a new account. It's a great deal. Don't miss out. Okay, so you might be thinking to yourself, all right, these states are going to pass bills limiting gas or diesel Class 8 semi-trucks from emitting all these emissions into the air. So why wouldn't people just buy a Tesla Class 8 truck or a Nikola Class 8 truck? The answer is distance. These all EV trucks don't have the capability to hit a 500-600 mile stretch. And I watched a great video by some trucker, I think his name was Trucker Dude, and he was talking about Hyliion, and he was literally sitting in the cab of his truck. He's a truck driver, and he was saying that these EV Class 8 trucks have no chance right now. Maybe 10 years from now, yeah, when they have a better distance, better capabilities. But right now, the only one in the market that even is remotely possible is Hyliion because of their range. I will leave the link for that dude's video, the truck driver's video. You want to check it out. He doesn't seem like he knows the most about stock market investing or stocks in general, but I'll tell you one thing, he knows about the truck driving industry, and when the two come together, he's saying that EV is not ready yet for the big trucking industry. The range of these vehicles is not even close. Here we have Tesla, only a 500 mile range. These truck drivers, they want to hit 6, 7, 8 hour licks. They want to drive as long as they possibly can, allowed by the law. So you're allowed to drive for maybe 6, 7 hours, then you have to take a couple hour break, then you can get up and drive again. They don't want to stop, have to charge their vehicle for 30, 45 minutes, and then go. They want to hit that lick, stop for the least amount of time, and then hit another delivery. The truck driver in the video I watched talking about Hyliion said he's gone for weeks at a time trying to hit 500, 600 mile licks in a row. That crosses Tesla off the list. Nikola, 750 mile range. But do you really trust Nikola, the company that lies about how many dumps they take in a day? I don't trust Nikola, and I would not invest in them with your money. That leaves Hyliion, the Hypertruck ERX, is coming in with 1,300 mile range, absolutely crushing it. Refuel or charge time, Tesla takes a 30-minute recharge time. Now, I know Tesla is the future of the industry. They're going to be the big name in the industry, but 20, 30 years from now, when they have a 1,000 mile range. Right now, it's only Hyliion, and Hyliion is going to be able to develop a customer base because they're going to be able to sell that hybrid powertrain to solution, build a customer base, work on developing a total EV truck that has that 1,000 mile range, and then you're talking big business, baby. So right now, we're not looking at much revenue, and one of the main factors that is going to allow Hyliion to snap out of the funk that it's in is beating expectations. So we're not going to see any really big earnings numbers probably in 2021 at all. So yeah, I think we could see a pop back towards maybe $30 a share from this wave, this democratic wave we're seeing in the government. But we're going to expect to sell 300 units in 2021, and that number jumps massively to 4,000 units in 2022. And by 2024, they're expecting $2 billion in revenue, which is just massive revenue compared to what we're trading at right now. This is an absolute steal, in my opinion, trading in the $15 to $17 range. I am scooping up shares left and right. I am a shareholder, so I just want to make that clear, disclose that to you guys. I do own some Hyliion stock right now at like the 1650 area, so just throwing that out there. Right now, Hyliion has a market cap of $2.46 billion. So if they can just only meet those revenue numbers, by 2025, their price to sales ratio is 1-to-1. They're growing at a clip of 100% plus per year. That is too cheap. This should be looked at as a buying opportunity. In my opinion, it is being looked at as a buying opportunity, in my opinion. We have a lot of tailwinds helping Hyliion right now. We have the government subsidies that they're going to be getting due to the Democrat Party taking over all 3 branches of the government. We have number 2, I think states. States are going to start limiting the amount of fossil fuel that you can emit into the air, whether you're a truck driver, a train, an airplane, whatever you're doing. And then number 3, we have revenue. I think they're going to beat revenue expectations over the next couple of years. We're going to see better revenue numbers, better delivery numbers than expected because they're really the only show in town. You have the total EV trucks. They aren't there yet. You have Nikola with their hydrogen hybrid solution. But do you trust Nikola to be able to get it done? I don't. And then you have Hyliion, the big green monster, coming in for the W. There was an awesome article I read on Yahoo Finance written by David Modell. And basically, he was saying, why was 2020 such a great year for the total EV market? But at the tail end of the year, Hyliion took a nosedive. Why did that happen? And he basically laid out a great roadmap for Hyliion stock. And what he's saying is this is a buying opportunity for him as well. And 35% of the Class 8 market is dominated by Freightliner, okay? So 36.5% to be exact is owned by Freightliner. They have a huge market share of the big trucking industry. Okay, so let's say states like California, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, all the big liberal strongholds start saying, wait, you big Class 8 trucks, you can't come here anymore because you're polluting the air. And I think that's very likely to happen in the next 5-10 years. Freightliner has a bunch of trucks out there, Peterbilt, Kenworth. They don't just want to throw those trucks away. They can retrofit them with a Hyliion powertrain solution. They can meet the EPA requirements or the requirements of the state, and they're good to go. I think that is going to happen. I think that's going to be huge, and I think Hyliion is going to make a lot of money, a lot of cheese, a lot of that green. He also went on to write that Hyliion offers a really good ride and experience for the customers. Says improved torque, over-the-air updates to ensure that drivers have the latest software to maximize fuel savings, regenerative braking, which supplements the Jake brake and reduces brake wear, an intelligent algorithm which reads the road ahead of the vehicle in order to determine energy capture and application. He was basically really high on Hyliion, really bullish on Hyliion, and as am I. Let's take a look at the chart and I'll talk about what I'm planning to do, what I'm personally doing. I've been buying in this level. I bought here and I was selling covered calls. I got exercise, so I made a lot of money on this move right here and I was back flat. But then when we got this dip, I've been buying these dips. I have like a $16.50, $17 average price. And if we crash even lower, we go even lower, I'm going to be buying more and more at lower prices if I can. I hope it keeps going down because I want to keep buying, baby. I want to keep buying Hyliion. I'm really a Hyliion believer. It is still one of my favorite EV stocks out there. I think 10 years from now, we're talking about a $10 billion company. So that would be a 5x increase. You might be saying 10 years, that's a long time, dude. But if you can make 5x in 10 years, are you going to do it? I'm going to do it every single time. Every single time. All right, guys. So I think Hyliion, maybe it's going to take a little bit longer for the move to happen, but it's a step in the right direction, and I think it happens sooner than later. Any dip is a buy, in my opinion, for me at least. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. Check out the link in the description for Webull. Check out the link in the description for the private Discord chat. 2-week free trial, my buy and sell alerts. Catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace.